Begin. Hello everybody, welcome back to Dark Souls. In the last episode, we dealt with Dwayne The Rock Johnson and got the Havel's Ring. Excuse me. And in this episode, we will be just progressing further. In the game, meeting a familiar friend or a meme rather, that doesn't matter. And here. Taurus Demon still has Deed. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay, you can kind of see... Here you can kind of see a little bit of a glowy here. And... However, it's cleverly hidden behind a box. I can technically reach this. But... You're supposed to break the box by hitting it or rolling into it, and pillaging the corpse, and you're rewarded with a large soul. Well, so now this game teaches you to always just keep an eye out, even for subtle hints. Okay. Here we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, frame rate bridge is coming up. Yay. But first, let's talk to our friend. And I'm actually going to turn up the volume for this one. For me.
Ah, hello. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Every character in Dark Souls has to punctuate every sentence with a laugh.
Oh, aha. So I didn't scare you.
That is mandatory.
If you have a moment.
Proposition. You're supposed to say yes. And I like how it starts you over at no to screw you over. So... let's see what happens if you say no here.
Well, yes, quite understandable. Not to worry. I do not wish to impose. I was in the wrong. We'll laugh it off, shall we?
Okay.
Oh, hello. You're still keen on speaking to me. Then perhaps you have reconsidered my offer.
Okay, he does give you a chance to redo that, unlike Oscar. Okay, let's hear what he has to say.
The way I see it,
this is our introduction to cooperation.
Brimming with hollows.
And could that really be mere chance? I am being very careful, because you can attack him during this if you're not careful. I've accidentally pressed the trigger here once or twice and nearly killed Solaire. But he's asking for your cooperation. Let's just say yes here, because we all know what happens if you say no.
This pleases me greatly. Well then.
This pleases me greatly. Well then, take this. White Sign Stopestone. Okay. This is very important. I'm going to talk about this after he says this.
In a strange land.
Actually, I think he just explains it right here.
Convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. But use this to summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. Of course, we are not
jolly cooperation. Let's go.
But I am a warrior of the sun.
Warrior of the sun, spotlight. It's brilliant aura.
If you miss it.
If you miss it, you must be blind. Cool. Cool. Okay. Now then. Alright. So. Basically, he just told us about PvP. He just told us about PvE cooperation. And we have access to the White Sign Soapstone now. And basically what's going on is that we'll have access... Sorry. Sorry, there's a dog barking in the background. That's my apologies. But basically, what happens is that PV. Excuse me. Basically, what happens is that allows you to summon other players. We saw that in a previous episode, I believe the Heater Shield episode. And basically, what it does is that it allows you to summon other players and be summoned by other players in order to assist each other. Meaning it's cooperation without without actually voice capture. Interestingly. So that's very interesting. Okay, let's move on now that that's out of the way. And we will encounter the frame rate bridge. This, for most players, including myself, is like a guaranteed death. There's not a lot I can do here. Yeah. That's like kind of a bullshit death. But it's sort of scripted. And they should give you a better way to deal with it. I think that if the game's frame rate was better, it would probably be able to handle it. It would probably be a lot easier to handle. I've seen people get past it, but I'm always hesitant. You need to know what's coming for this one. Triggering that's basically what's annoying there is that you really can't play around it. It's kind of just something that has to happen. At least with the previous encounter, it does set up the dragon for later on. However, I would have personally had it so it will actually breathe fire away from you before it attacks you. It breathes fire towards the end of it so you won't actually get hit. It therefore telegraphing what it's actually going to do. But on the other hand, it does kind of set up the whole illusion, the whole fact that this game doesn't want to play nice with you. It will brutally kill you if you're not careful. However, I was careful there and I still died. They could have done that a lot easier. I think they already set up that rule with the Asylum Demon, and maybe the Taurus Demon. If you really don't get that rule by now, I think that's like your wake-up call. However, both those bosses are not that difficult until you get to the really difficult bosses when you reach the first Bell of Awakening. Okay, now then, frame rate. The frame rate bridge. Okay, now, basically, you're supposed to get access to these cubbies here before the dragon breathes fire at you. Now then, messages. Messages are your friend. Illusory wall ahead. He lied. Yeah, a lot of people will just troll you with that. But there are illusory walls. Also, try range battle. That's actually an interesting proposition that we're not going to do because that's going to take forever and a fortnight. I really can't be bothered. Because you can see there, you see his tail sticking out. And basically what that does is you can get a bow and shoot arrows at that thing over and over and over and over again until it drops a sword. Or you can do that, and it gives you a very good sword that will do a lot of damage, especially for late game. Especially for early game, I mean. My bad. And it will become your best friend early on. It is the crutch that a lot of people use. Okay. Now, we already established our shortcut. Meaning we can go back to the same bonfire and get there. This is what's very interesting about the Dark Souls level design. It's very vertical. Well, basically, what's going on is that there's always a way to get back to the bonfire shorter and shorter. You're rewarded basically by getting a shortcut now and again. And there we go. Maybe I should just level up. Because we did have a little bit of things. We already know I'm going to be leveling up strength and equipment load for a long time. I'm not quite sure how far I'm going to go, but that's what we have to do. Okay. So, now then. Before the Belfry fight, I'm going to be doing something that you're not technically supposed to do. And I'll talk about what actually happens there, but I don't really care. Here, I forgot to level up. Backtracking. This is off to a great start. This episode is boring as hell. God damn. But I'm trying to deal with it on my own. Why did I do that again? Okay. Remember, level up. Okay. I'm leveling up endurance now because my strength is at 24. Or, therefore, I can wield my weapon. I'm going to be able to do a lot of damage for a long time now. So it's not really that big of a deal that I can do this. Now, we have strength. And confirm. We don't really need strength anymore, because that's not really going to increase my damage all too much. Yet. However, I'm going to eventually come back to it when I get a lot of endurance. Because earlier on, you're going to have ways to increase your damage more exponentially. The endurance. We're going to be leveling up endurance, which raises my stamina and my equipment load. Eventually, I'm going to get to a point where I can wear heavier armor while still being able to fast roll. And when you fast roll, it's basically just faster. You can whip from place to place. Gives you good damage. No, damage, what am I saying? It just allows you to do a lot of mobility. Mobility is your friend. And so, I'm just going to be using that mostly to roll. Rolling is good. Hollow Warrior Helm. Oh. Dead. Okay. Hey, let me just equip all my armor. Okay. Hey, basically, I'm going to be using... You technically don't have to use the armor you get, but I'm going to be going with, like, a set armor in general. Well, that's going to be my go-to. Ooh, and it's probably going to be the Giant Dad. Mainly because it has a lot of poise, and it allows me to fast roll. Well, I like fast rolling. Rolling. I go for poise mainly, but speed is paramount. Not for me in the end. Okay. These things toxic you, and I just got toxic. Toxic. Now then. What's interesting about the toxic is that if we chose the Divine Blessing, I'd be able to heal this right now. But I didn't. So now my health will constantly be depleting. Eating, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm stuck here. Now, we've reached the Undead Parish. And actually, here, what's interesting is you can still see the shadow of the dragon, meaning we're underneath the dragon right now. Now, let's heal up. Heal up, and do we have something to get rid of this? Because that's terrifying me. No, we do not. We're just going to have to wait it out and survive, hopefully. Dead. Okay. Hit. We're good. Hi, boar. The boar. Okay. Now, the boar is a very interesting enemy because of what it does. Basically, we're probably going to cut off the episode after the end of the boar. Or, basically, what's going to happen is we're going to enter here, and we're going to lure out this first guy. Now, up there, we see an item. That means we have to get up there. That's what this game will do. It'll often pepper items. It'll often pepper items to show you that you can go somewhere. Because it's rewarding you for looking and being observant. Now, what's important to know is that Bory McBorrington here will fucking murder you. And I'm always terrified to see him. I never enjoy seeing him. And he is Bad News Bears. Or Bad News Boars, I guess. That joke's bad. Anyways. We have here, we're in this cubby where he can't get us, I hope. Hit him. Hit him. Oh, God. He can hit me. He can hit me. Bad. This is bad. Bad News Bears. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. I don't like this. I do not like this. I don't enjoy this. I am vehemently in opposition. And we take... Okay, now we're safe, and we're out of toxic. So, now we're out of here. Here, now we are taking arrow shots, so we can hide behind the wall here. Here, basically, in order to survive, we have to hide behind the wall here and just deal with that. You can avoid the arrows, because luckily, those arrows are slow as hell. Hell, meaning you don't have to worry about them. And as much. And also, when you backstab, you have invincibility frames, meaning the enemies won't attack you. Okay. We took a little bit of damage. Okay, I saw somebody in the corner of my eye there. An enemy. He's gonna come up here, and he's gonna deal with us. I'm probably going to... This might be a longer episode, but what can you do? Oh. Hey. It is what it is. It is. Okay. Up here we get the item, the Alluring Skull, which is, hands down, one of my favorite items in this game. And especially for this boar fight. Now, the boar, as you can see, is heavily armored. So, I can't hit it from the front. However, if I were to throw an Alluring Skull over there, it will lure him over there and get his attention. And allow me to see that his back is exposed. So, you have to backstab him to kill him. Kill him. Oh god. Oh god. Alluring Skull. Okay. Now, he's going to be attracted to that purple thing. There. And there you go. It allows you to lure him out and deal with him as you see fit. Okay, we did not get the boar helm. Interestingly. Okay. And I guess they were trying to gank me with him? Okay. In the next episode, we will be dealing with the rest of it. Continuing, possibly finding our first blacksmith. Okay. Later. That was a boring episode.